Hey everyone, welcome to the Guiding You Forward podcast presented by Mountain America Credit Union. Today we're talking about how checking accounts have evolved in this digital age. Before we get into that though, be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to our channel, and thankfully we have Eric Finch with us. Hi Eric.
Hello.
So I want to talk a little bit about how traditional checking accounts have evolved. We talked a little bit about how we don't have to keep that check registry anymore, right? In a few clicks on our phone or on our laptop, whatever it is, we can see what our balance is. Thankfully, we don't have to keep that manually, right? Or call in. What are some other ways that checking accounts have evolved to kind of meet our needs in this day and age?
So, great question. The way I think that they've evolved over time is you're starting to see more of the digital means being incorporated as part of the checking account. Like you mentioned earlier, it used to be that you had to manually write down everything in a check registry. Nowadays, you're able to access apps. You can go online. And you can transfer money digitally. There's many different ways I think that advancements in technology have influenced and made it easier to access and use checking.
Yeah. Are there any risks that come into play when we start to use some of these more I think of all of these person-to-person payment options that we have right now, which are so convenient, right? It's almost like too good to be true, Eric, because I never have cash on me ever, right? That is one thing that has totally changed. It's so nice to be able to say, hey, babysitter, a few clicks, there's your money, right?
Yeah.
Are there any things we need to be aware of, you think, when it comes to using some of these different digital tools?
Yeah, sure. I don't think anything is ever risk-free, right? But sure. I think the benefit of doing business and having a checking account with a financial institution like Mountain America is that there are a lot of protections in place. We make sure that we've got good security, we have a great fraud team, we protect our data, and so I think that there are a lot of things in place that make sure that you as members are protected. As far as the things that I do to make sure that I'm protected, I have alerts set up on my account.
Okay.
So you talk about, if somebody gains unwanted access, I have text messages set up so that every time a transaction goes through, anytime something happens, I'm getting notified. I get to look at it. I get to verify, yep, that was me or that was somebody in my family. And I feel okay about it. But, if that isn't for me, then I'm able to very easily click through and get in touch with somebody at Mountain America and have that transaction taken care of. And they help me with any issues that result from that.
Okay, awesome. So you're saying I can set up account alerts on my husband's account.
That's right.
And know when he's spending money that I don't know about.
That's right, yeah.
My goodness, this is mind-blowing.
Right, my wife used to give me a hard time because when I would get alerts, I used to text her and be like, hey, I saw you went to lunch at so-and-so today. How was it? And she said, stop spying on me.
But that's a good thing, right? Verifying that it actually happened.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Awesome. So when it comes to, because you're our chief data and strategy officer, how do we strategically use checking accounts to get the biggest bang for our buck, if you will?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I mentioned rewards earlier.
Yeah.
I think that our rewards checking account is pretty exciting, pretty unique too, and how we provide the rewards points to our members. I also love that it's attached to the rewards points that we get from our credit cards. I love our credit card. I use it just like I do a debit card.
Okay.
And I pay it off every single month and use it as a tool to really take advantage of the benefits that Mountain America offers as far as rewards go. And having that tied to my checking account so I can maximize the amount of points that I get, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. So you mentioned that there are certain things we have to do in order to get that account, right?
Yes.
So what do those look like?
Yeah, so we have 3 things that make it a free account. And those 3 things are you transact on your debit and or credit card 10 times in a month.
Okay.
You carry a balance of over $2,500 or more in a month, or you have a direct deposit of $1,000 or more. So it makes it very easy. And you don't have to do all three of those things. You just have to do one of those things. And so it's very easy to have that be your account and not get charged for it, and then also gain the rewards from it.
I love that. Very cool. So it's kind of like free money in a way, right?
And it really is if you utilize it right.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, Eric, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all your knowledge. And thanks to all of you as well for joining. And we will see you on the next episode of Guiding You Forward.